Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gamers at Large weekly podcast. I know you guys are kind of thrown off. It's usually on a Sunday, but today it's on a Monday. It was Father's Day yesterday, so everybody who's a father was celebrating, or we were celebrating with our fathers. So here we are on a Monday. So everybody, go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm gonna start with to my left. Jamie, go ahead.
Hello guys, Jamie Butterworth, aka Butterworthy here. Excited to be on the Gamers at Large after a bit of an absence.
Awesome. Jay, go ahead.
What's up, peeps? It's Jay. Hope everybody had a nice and eventful Father's Day and getting ready to get into this podcast.
Eventful. Mr. T.
Hey fools, it's Mr. T of the Mr. T Show, and I had a great Father's Day.
Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. Shep, what about you?
Hey, what's going on, people? It's Good Shepherd. I had an excellent weekend. Sunday was pretty darn good, and I'm ready to talk some more Me 3 stuff. Let's do this.
Okay, and I'm Vicky from Fangirl Review, if you didn't already know that. So, let's get started. E3 was just last week. I'm sure everybody checked out our midweek cast. So this is like the final wrap-up of everything that has come out of that. So first, we're going to talk about what was good about the Big Three. If you don't know who the Big Three are, turn off the podcast and go in the corner and cry. So first, Microsoft. We will talk about them first. Let's start with Jamie. What did you think about Microsoft's presentation?
I think Microsoft's presentation was pretty good actually. I was pretty impressed with them. It made me want to go out and get an Xbox One. I mean, the Rare collection was probably one of the best parts of it. What's up? Backwards compatibility. That was a very pleasant surprise. And what else? What else? Gears of War. The new Gears of War looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I'm liking a lot of it, but I mean, overall, I was kind of impressed with the with Microsoft's conference.
Yes, I agree. It was very well done. It flowed well. I didn't feel like banging my head against the wall. Jay, what did you think?
First, I just want to say we're going to have on October 27th, it's going to be Luke Cage versus Master Chief, and my money is on half of the Heroes for Hire. So Luke Cage for the win. Other than that, I thought they had a really good conference. They kept it gaming centered, and I actually appreciate that. Backward compatibility is a plus. The Rare collection, even though I'm probably only going to play like 6 of those games, it's still a plus.
It's all about Battletoads. That's what I'm excited about.
Yep. Battletoads, Jet Force Gemini, and Perfect Dark. So, yeah, that the Gears of War, the new one, that looked great. But the thing that actually took me by surprise that I actually enjoyed was the HoloLens demonstration.
Yes.
That was amazing. So I already have my Xbox One, so I'm just like a kid in a candy store. I'm just happy.
Yeah, no, the HoloLens, once they actually showed it, I was like, wow.
Tony Stark will be proud.
So if it can really work how they showed it to work, and they keep working and expanding on it, I'm excited for it. If it just kind of stays there and doesn't really grow, I'm going to be mad. Mr. T.
This is about Microsoft, right?
Yes.
Microsoft was very solid, I thought. Just like Jamie said, I think it was Jamie that said they focused on games. Was that you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. They focused on games. They didn't dwell on their remaster, which surprised me. I thought that was good. Obviously, being a huge Rare fan, I love the little tribute and then the rollout of Rare Replay, which is an excellent value. And if you really delve into it, they're doing a lot of cool stuff feature-wise in with the games. It's not just ports of the games. There's one they were talking about Battletoads where you can actually rewind your screw-ups. You can actually beat the game. Because I don't care who you are. I haven't seen haven't seen a Let's Play of anybody beating it yet. So
You won't. You won't. I'm gonna lie to you. You won't.
without some kind of cheat or some kind of game genie or something.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean
Indeed.
that was very cool to see all the little extra features. It's not just straight ports of the games. And yeah, it was very cool to see that they're working on a new IP, and it looks like Project Dream coming back. If you don't know what Project Dream is, it's basically the game that led them into Banjo-Kazooie. It was going to be pretty different. If you played the game, I think it was Banjo 1, where there's a part where there's a pirate sitting in a bar, and he actually alludes to Project Dream. He says something about having a dream or something. But so that was a nice little, basically Easter egg. And this game is going to be, looks like it's going to be a continuation of what they were trying to do with Project Dream on N64. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, HoloLens got me too. Like I was lukewarm on it, but then like you said, when they demonstrated it, it was like it's augmented reality, but it was like interactive augmented reality, not just look at this cool thing sitting on my table that's not really there. You can actually move it around and stuff, and I thought that was really cool.
If I could speak to that for 1 second here,
Yeah.
I think the one thing that HoloLens really excelled at, a lot of people aren't talking about, because everyone's trying to do VR right now,
Right.
and things like Project Morpheus, whatever they're calling it now, and Oculus Rift. I mean, those are basically masks that you put on. These are glasses. They
Right.
don't obscure your view. They just enhance and augment what you're seeing.
All right. I can totally see myself wearing those over a VR headset. That thing is just too claustrophobic for me. I don't know.
Then it messed up my hair.
People complain
Definitely.
about like wearing 3D glasses, which are way lighter and less restrictive than a VR headset. And I don't know why there's this big buzz about VR headsets. It's gonna come, it's gonna go. Trust me. But yeah, I mean, they had a really solid showing, so kudos to them.
Awesome. Shep, what did you think about Microsoft? Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'm here. I was playing Fantasy Life. I had to pause. And
That crap.
Put the games
Wait, no.
down.
I'm helping out somebody. I need to craft some stuff, and I need to get orbs. So I'm doing that. But anyways, Microsoft pleasantly surprised me. I'm more or less gonna mirror what everybody had to say. I mean, I went into it like, okay, all right, this might be okay, I guess, maybe. And then I was like, oh, gameplay? Oh, more gameplay? Oh my god, more gameplay. I was like, granted, there's a lot of shooter bang bang, but that's normal anyways. But the augmented, the HoloLens, like everybody's saying, that's beautiful. Because I've always been fascinated by Google Glass. This is like taking Google Glass to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Jay said it. Tony Stark would be proud. The Rare Collection, excellent. Like everybody said, excellent value. Backwards compatibility. Granted, it's not true backwards compatibility quite yet. That also a great value there as well, especially for someone like myself, because I never had a 360. I used to play on my brother's 360. With this, I would actually get an Xbox One and buy a bunch of 360 games and Xbox One games to balance out my whole library. That's more or less why I got the Wii U, to be honest with you. Backwards compatibility.
That's what made it day one
day-
purchase easy. That's what made it easy.
I had it day one, and I would have had the other systems day one if they were backwards compatible.
Yep.
No, I just like wasting my money, so I go out and get everything day one. I'm like, I must have it. Give it to me now. I'll take my money.
Shiny.
Yeah, I'm not a baller like you. Sorry.
I mean, I'm always looking for new hustles. But yeah,
Right.
so for me, Microsoft, the whole backwards compatibility. If I was understanding it correctly, you'll be able to play with your 360 friends. If I understood what he said, you guys catch that aspect?
Oh, you mean like an online multiplayer and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah, see,
I
that'll
heard
be
that too.
great because there's so many of my friends who are still on 360, but I'm on Xbox One, and they're like, "Oh, let's play blah blah blah," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?"
I mean, that's the good thing about your Xbox membership is that it transfers both to your Xbox 360 and Xbox One. You can buy a card and use it for both of them. So That's what's. And now they're merging it even more because you can play the games now. So.
Yeah, so that'll be really
Not
good
yet.
because I was very sad at the very beginning. I'm like, well, my friends are over there, so I have to do Google Hangouts to talk to them over there and talk trash to them on whatever they're playing, even if I don't see it. That's just me. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy Microsoft. The rare games, obviously, because didn't love that. Gears, looking forward to that. Overall, well done. Any other last thoughts on Microsoft?
I'm Gears of War did actually, because I was starting to get bored with Gears, but I saw that. I like that. I kind of drifted away from Halo, although I wanted to get the Halo collection. Halo 5 is looking good. All the stuff they have planned for Halo 5, if they actually do it, that's going to be awesome too. I'm not a shooter fan, but Halo used to be the exception to that rule, and it looks like it's going to continue to be that exception.
Yeah, so I guess we shall see when it's all out and about.
And Luke Cage for the win.
Here
Luke Cage
here
for
you
win.
go.
Luke Cage fanboys.
Oh, gosh.
That's right.
Okay.
Marvel versus Microsoft. Comic book time.
That's a bad Mama Jam.
Moving
Yeah, I
on
said it.
to the next one of the big three, Nintendo. Their conference. So, what did we like about it? I'll go from the other way. Shep.
Treehouse Live killed it as always. More people need to pay attention to the Treehouse Live because I don't think enough people are looking at it. They showed a lot of great games. I'm telling you. And that Nindy deal, I think it's too late now, but that was a sweet deal. Them downloaded all those games, and then you get 15% off when the game finally comes out. That's a steal. You can't beat that. I don't care deal or not. If you love old school shooters, you love chaos, you need to get Rive. If you love fast-paced platforming, you better pick up Freedom Planet. That's all I gotta say there. Treehouse Live for the win.
That's your final statement?
Sure, for now.
Okay.
Maybe, possibly.
Alright, Mr. T, what did you think of the Nintendo conference?
The conference on its own, or just its whole E3?
Whole E3, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I loved Nintendo World Championships. It was very cool, very nostalgic. They brought that back, and they confirmed they're going to do it again next year. So I'm glad looks like they're going to make it a staple again. I love that 3DS games for the win. I didn't feel like they gave us a banger for 3DS this year. It looks like Yokai Watch is basically going to replace the Pokemon game we usually get. I don't know if I'm being to that yet. I have to get my hands on it, but that was great. Another Mario Tennis for console.
Yes,
Thank
Mario
you.
Tennis.
Big Mario Tennis fan. If I was greedy, I would like to see a Mario Sports package, but I'm all right. I'll roll with tennis. Hopefully, it's better than the 3DS one. I thought that was a little bit shallow. The recent 3DS one, I can't remember.
No, I didn't even get that.
Yeah, I have it.
It's not even
barely
right.
played it though because it wasn't as solid as the previous ones, but that was pretty cool. Obviously, Star Fox for the win. I love the gameplay mechanics. It looks like they're harkening back to Star Fox 2, which we never got here. You can get it on ROM, or you can get it on a cart if you want to pay $80 to $100. So, which I did because I'm super fan like that. But yeah, I've already gone over the other stuff. So those were really good things I thought stood out pretty well. And while the Treehouse, I don't think it was as good as last year, it was still good. There was definitely stuff in there that should have been in the presentation, I thought. But you can't really pitch a no-hitter every game, so I thought it was pretty good, though.
Awesome. Jay, your thoughts? on Nintendo's
Treehouse
E3?
Live was awesome. I really like the Treehouse Live because, especially since they go into more detail with certain games. I did like the lineup of games that they did have for the Treehouse. I didn't watch every Treehouse live on every game, but I did catch a majority of the ones that I was actually interested in. Did like the Nintendo World Championships. It was actually pretty cool to see people get frustrated over trying to do a speed run of Super Metroid. That was awesome. It was just fun seeing that. It was fun seeing people get screwed up in 200cc Mario Kart 8. It was just fun to see that. So I was actually happy about the whole Nintendo World Championships and the Treehouse Live. I did like the little Smash Brothers direct that they did on that Sunday. I thought that was actually pretty good too. The announcement of tourneys coming in August, giving us Ryu, Roy, Lucas I could care less about. Ryu, Roy. Yeah, so I thought that was actually a pretty good. The Prince of Tennis, Mario Tennis.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Prince of Tennis? Anime. No, I forgot y'all don't watch anime. Mario Tennis actually looks pretty good, but like UT, I actually want like a sports package with strikers in it.
Yeah, strikers and some really greedy Mario Golf.
Yes. So I kind of wanted that, but hey, tennis, I could deal with tennis. I could deal with Mario Tennis.
I never played a Mario Tennis.
What was that, Jamie?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh.
That was Shep.
Oh, Shep, what did you say?
I said I've never played a Mario Tennis. Honestly, I'm curious about this one.
I almost want to boot you out of here.
Yeah, dude, that's not cool.
Mario Golf?
I lost interest in sports games a long time ago, so sorry.
Yeah, we're not talking about Madden.
We're talking about Mario
sports.
God, you guys sound like a bunch of Nintendo fanboys and girls. God.
No, I played the hell out of Mario Golf on the 3DS. They even got all the DLC for it. I love that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mario sports games are actually a whole lot of fun. They're crazy and wacky, and I just like them. I like the power-ups. I like all that craziness. But
I will admit, Mario Striker caught my eye. I never picked it up. Maybe I'll add that to my collection.
You should.
Because I love me some. What do you Americans call it again? Soccer. Yes, I love soccer.
Really?
Wow.
You're so about to get beat in. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Come on, man. Here in America, we only like hand egg, and that's the American pastime.
Oh my God! See, I was being nice, and Jamie just took it to the next level.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jay. Were you done with your thoughts on Nintendo?
Yeah. Star Fox for the win. That's me.
Oh gosh. Okay, Jamie.
All right. Now, the one thing I'm going to give Nintendo a lot of credit for, and a lot of people aren't giving them credit for this at all, is, for one, we hyped ourselves. They didn't hype us at all. They said, look, we're going to be showing you things that are releasing this year, which is exactly what they did. So everything that they showed is releasing in the next 10 months or so. And Microsoft kind of, did the exact same thing. So that's, I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. So, that was a big positive for me, aside from a few negatives here and there. I actually kind of like the look of Metroid Federation Force. I think that's going to be an interesting game. Let's see here. What else? I loved all the coverage of the new Fire Emblem, though. That looked great. I was really impressed with seeing it in English finally, because we really only saw it in Japanese up to this point. And I don't know, I'm kind of blanking on anything else right now.
There's only one thing about that Fire Emblem, though. I wish they would have kept the Japanese name of If, so when I go pick it up, I can just mess with the clerk.
Who's on first? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, hey, man, I'm here to pick up Fire Emblem. Which one? If.
If what?
If.
If you have it? Yeah, if you have it.
Yes. So, for me, seeing Mario Tennis just made me really excited. Like, I was in my cubicle at work, and I was like, yes! And I was like, oh, no, don't worry, I'm alright. And I, immediately took, a screenshot sent it to my brother because he absolutely adores Mario Tennis as well. After that, I'm like, I wasn't really paying attention to anything else. I was like, I only thought about Mario Tennis. I want more information. Give me more information. Everything else was cool, don't get me wrong. And, obviously, everybody knows I still want a pink Yarn Yoshi amiibo.
Yeah, did anything else come out? I don't think I even watched the Mario Tennis. Was there coverage on Mario Tennis in the Treehouse?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing
They
anything.
did. They had a little something on it.
I got to look it up again because I wanted to see what the
I
features
saw-
were.
I'll have to look that up.
I swear I saw it on the treehouse. I could be tripping, but I think I saw it in the video.
No, I think maybe you're making that up now. Now I don't trust you as much.
Oh, that's messed up. Is it because I'm in black and white?
Yes.
That makes you really shady.
Oh, gosh. That
Kind
was
of film noir.
I'll have to switch back to color later.
But overall, everything else looked great. So, again, I'm only focused on that Yarn Yoshi and Mario Tennis. That's just me. Any other thoughts?
Shoryuken. No, I'm just playing. Actually, that Metroid game actually looked pretty cool. I actually liked it back when I thought it was just Blast Ball. That's the weird part about it. I won't get too deep into it because I just want to see what's fun and play what's fun, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I will say this: Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64. My puppet buddy is ready.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good news is they're gonna actually be using the puppets and other stuff apparently.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I love that swagger. The way all three of them were walking down the hallway was the best. Seriously, T, we gotta make a meme with that. Put like explosions in the background.
The only thing that creeped me out about that was when they kept showing like Iwata like looking at bananas. why are you randomly turning around in a chair and you got bananas in your hand? Hey, dude, you creeping me out.
I think the creepiest stuff is when you can see the whole body and you
Yeah.
know it's like it's being controlled, but you can't see it, and just the movement just creeps me out sometimes.
Oh my god, I just love the way he flexes like "Harr!"
That was so cool when they're walking down the hallway and stuff. That was cool stuff. That was like
Best intro ever.
What's the Kill Bill kind of thing going on there? That was pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, that would be cool to have a Muppet version of yourself.
Yeah. I would definitely like to see that new and upcoming Nintendo Directs where instead of Wada's there, it's his Muppet. That would be great.
Yes. Directly to you.
I mean, that's where you talk about production value, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Awesome. Any other thoughts? I don't want to.
Xenoblade, December 4th.
Ah, yes. Way
Fast
too far.
Racing Neo.
Way too far, but
Fast Racing Neo looks so good. They
It
didn't show
looked
the
way
pictures
better.
of it, though.
It looked way better than I expected it to look, to be honest with you, because I was like, they're hyping it up way too much. It's not gonna look that good.
that game needs a retail release. That's a console full
Yeah, that-
game. Man. That's
Yeah, there's way too much content for
It's
the
way too much.
new shop. I want to have the actual case and the disc.
oh man, I'd love to.
I'll even pay a little extra.
Throw Fast Racing in there too as a bonus.
Yeah,
The original.
that'd be awesome. And for y'all who thinking about getting this game, my advice to you is practice 200cc with one hand. Just one hand, 'cause you need to be fast because
How do you gas if you only got one hand? That's gonna be rough.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta practice moving your hand to both sides at ridiculous speeds because you saw, was it Subsonic?
Yeah, it was like on the lowest speed.
It was on the lowest
and
level and it was freaking fast. I can't even imagine what hypersonic is. Y'all better practice your old Twitch reflexes or whatever the hell they call it.
I
This
was
is gonna be a fast game.
playing F-Zero GX recently, and I was smashing into walls. I know I got to get ready because if that game's silky 60 frames and fast, if it looks like fast is even faster, to use a pun.
Yeah. Y'all better start practicing, peoples, or else you're gonna just straight be exploding left and right.
Okay, so Sony's conference. So what are our thoughts, Jamie?
Final Fantasy VII's back. I'm excited about that. Big time.
6 is better.
For
I
you.
knew you were gonna say it.
ETA 2018.
Yeah.
No. Correction. It's probably 2017 because that's when that 20th anniversary is.
Fall.
I mean,
Christmas probably.
I mean, I would get excited about it if I actually seen something on it, but
Gameplay!
for me. Yeah, some gameplay would have been nice.
Yeah.
But they said they didn't even start working on
Details.
it yet.
Who needs gameplay? We're gonna show half a second of somebody's back walking. You're good.
I mean that's
Hold
all
on
it
to
took,
that.
obviously,
Oh,
to get
that was so super cool, though. I won't front.
They did their job. I mean, they got people hyped, so that's all it took was that. So, I'd love to see what it looks like. Hopefully, it'll still have the heart of Final Fantasy VII with the visuals.
Nice choice of words.
As long as they keep the materia system and the active time battle, then I'm fine. Because
Right.
I don't want this new age Final Fantasy crap they've been pushing on throats for years.
That's what I'm concerned about because the people who worked on Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 13 is working on this. So,
But they have a
time
template.
battle-
We'll give them that. I mean, they at least have a template to build this game from, so they should be able to pull it off.
I hope they stick to that framework because
Don't try to new age it up. Leave it alone. Combat wise.
they can make everything else look pretty. That's fine.
Yeah. But Sony, I thought Sony conference was pretty solid too. Horizon looks pretty damn cool.
Yes.
Looks really cool. Love the art style on that. Love the main character and her though. I mean, she's like two minorities. That's great in video games: a woman and an Indian. I mean, thank you. We
And
need
a
more.
redhead. And a redhead because they
And a ginger. I don't know how
that's
that
a triple.
works.
That's a triple
I
something.
can't.
knocked out 3 out in one go.
That's pretty amazing right there, and it's just got a really cool art style. I'm totally digging it. Some people are alluding to, well, it might not look as good when it comes out. Don't really care. I just like the art style. They kind of delve into TV and non-game stuff for a little bit. Not too much, but I thought it was some good stuff with the TV. Like if you can subscribe to certain channels, cable-wise, which is what everybody wants. I wish I didn't have to pay for everything in a package. I hate it. I'd like to be able to pick and choose and not have 100 channels that I don't even watch and pay for them. I think that kind of sucks. So,
Yeah, no, I definitely like that. I was like,
that's
I
actually a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a very great idea because there's a lot of crap that I don't even watch.
Right. I have at least 50 channels that I never watch, but I pay for them. There's that. But they stuck to the games. Obviously, they had that Shenmue 3 Kickstarter announcement.
Why'd you have to bring that up? Skip that.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I just thought it was odd.
We're supposed to be focusing on positivity here.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I know there was at least one more game. Was it Ubisoft's game that was For Honor?
Yeah, that was For Honor. Yeah.
Was it exclusive to PS?
No.
No.
No, I think
Well, they showed it though, right? It was like
Sony basically pulled a Ray J. I hit it first.
yeah.
They're gonna get everything first.
Yeah, everything. You get it.
They told me. I thought it was an exclusive game. So
Yeah, it's not.
You know,
But
they're
I mean,
doing
it wasn't
play
that
on words for
amazing.
everything.
It wasn't like it was a new game and kind of a new style, gameplay wise. I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, that's what I'm taking away from it.
Awesome, Jay. Your thoughts?
Final Fantasy VII remake was actually people only been asking for it since 2005. I mean, took them long enough. Horizon, that Horizon game, I'm actually looking forward to that one as well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Enslaved Odyssey to the West, and I love that game, so I'm actually looking forward to it. The whole fighting a robot brontosaurus is actually pretty cool. I mean, just saying. I mean, I don't understand why Skynet will make dinosaurs, but hey, whatever.
Details.
Yeah, details. I actually, and I know this is gonna sound kind of funny, but I'm actually glad that he didn't do this as much this time. But I'm happy that Sean Layden only tried to make people clap once. That is a positive.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
how
what's
that happened.
Because 2014 he was trying to make people clap every 5 minutes, and people were just like, dude. So I'm happy that was just the one time, and he got it out of the system. Overall, I think like the conference, just like Microsoft, they did a good job of focusing on the games. They said ahead of time that their release list for 2015 was going to be sparse. So knowing that going in, I was actually glad that they actually showed some cool stuff. Of course, granted, it's not going to be coming until like next year, but it actually works in my favor as I'm not a baller, I'm a budgeter. So that actually works in my favor. So, I mean, overall, I thought it was actually a good, way better than last year's, and it was a good conference, in my opinion.
So you're saying your purchase awaits?
Basically, I'm actually, like I said, I'm happy for that. I'm like, you know what? That actually works into my budget. Actually, if some of those games come out in 2016, like they're supposed to, that will actually work into my budget perfectly.
Awesome. Shadow!
Hello.
Hey, how are ya?
I am apparently drunk because 5 shots of Bacardi is always 75% alcohol apparently. Even if you drink 80 proof, which is only 40% alcohol. Apparently, according to the internet.
According to the internet. Well, you know, everything that is said on the internet's true, so.
Yes.
Shadow, that's my job. I'm the random one.
Oh, this isn't random. He knows who I'm talking about. So it is what it is. But how you guys doing?
Good. We're just talking about the positive things of the Sony conference.
Of the Sony conference? Quite a bit of those. There was a lot of new IPs I liked as well. Say what you will about the whole let's show the chibi Final Fantasy, and let's talk about what what other kitty properties we have or whatever. Like everybody had that to pimp this year, so Sony had to do what they had to do, and they had to show their Star Wars stuff and all that other kind of stuff and whatnot. So they had to show the kid versions for everybody so they can hit that mass market appeal and whatnot. So it is what it is, and I'm more surprised more than anything else because Sony by far was hurting the most with regards to first party content. So they kind of like went all the way in with like, hey, here's third party this, third party that, exclusive, like out of nowhere kind of stuff. So, and Last Guardian alone, I was done. I was done right there. They started doing that. So, the Final Fantasy is kind of iffy. Like Final Fantasy 7, like who hasn't played that game like 9 times at this point? So I don't. Unless they add something different, I don't really see any reason to watch it. I could just watch Advent Children. You know what I mean? So, I guess I'm the only person that wasn't really wowed by that. I was happy that it was announced because so many people have been begging for it. But me personally, that wasn't really on my radar. But other than that, like everything else, I like all the Star Wars stuff. It looked like daggone Factor 5 made that shit. So I was kind of happy. I was like, wow, that looks really good. So, I kind of liked all that stuff. And Last Guardian, even though it looks like a PS3 game, it looked like you could actually play it. So I was kind of stoked by that. So that's pretty much how I feel. And yes, the conference was presented well. They kind of knew when they were stepping into treacherous territory. So they kind of stepped away. Like, yes, you can't applaud for that, and blah blah blah. They kind of like backed away from that kind of stuff once they started reaching, and people were like, no, we're gonna clap at the good stuff you guys do. So don't beg us for applause. And everything. Kind of like, okay, yeah, they kind of checked themselves on that. So that was pretty good. All in all, I would say Sony kind of read well, at least the minds of the press that was attending. They read their minds pretty well. So I think they did pretty good on that note. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought for the longest time they were going to have the worst conference, specifically because of past generations, well, past years, they would literally, especially when they're the market leader, all they would do is pull out slides and talk about how they were the market leader for like an hour before they would ever show a game. It was just like it was monotonous. But that's I guess that's no longer part of E3 anymore. Like it's to the point where E3 is broken up. Like E3 is more like for hype men and your average Joe Blow video gamer, and the actual business stuff where they start trying to sell this stuff to retailers and whatnot. It happens at a completely different part of the show, like either before or after the actual E3. So they the actual showmanship to the vendors doesn't even really happen anymore. But that's neither here nor there. I was pleasantly surprised by almost everybody, actually.
Cool. Shep, what did you think about Sony?
Before I jump into that, I think we cut off Jamie when he was talking about Sony.
Was
I don't
it?
know if you started talking about Final Fantasy VII, and then T started talking, and I talked a little bit, and then Jay jumped in. But I mean, if you have nothing else to say, then I'll start talking. So.
Rude.
You good, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't have a whole lot to say, especially now we're trying to be positive.
The only thing that sucks when we have a panel like this is we tend to mirror each other. Horizon was awesome. It was something a little different. I liked that a lot because,
Definitely
no
like that.
offense, I'm tired of seeing, no offense to y'all shooter fans, shooter bang bang, shooter bang bang. That's not really me.
Well, it could be a shooter. Just give me color. They gave me color.
Yeah, that is true. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I do get into shooters, but not like that. But yeah. Anyways, color. Thank God for color.
Yeah. I mean,
Final
PS4
Fantasy-
is strong enough now. You can show color.
Yes, definitely. Final Fantasy VII, when it was first revealed, I almost forgot it was a Sony conference. I actually thought it was like a sequel to Advent Children, to be honest with you. So when Shadow made his comment, it's like, you know what? I did think that briefly. I thought it was like Advent Children, whatever the new name is, after that, but it was actually Final Fantasy VII, so awesome. They actually mentioned I forgot his name, Tetsuo Nomura. I said his name wrong. He actually said he's going to work on 5 and 6. So I want 7 to be a success because I want 5 and 6. That's what I want. Let's see. I actually like Final Fantasy World. I want that. Believe it or not, I actually want that. Maybe it's the kid in me, but that game looked fun.
Hey, man. Crystal Chronicles, man. I like Crystal Chronicles, too.
Oh, yes. The first one was kind of weird, though. I didn't quite feel that one. But yeah. Let's see. I think Dreams. There's that one where like he sketches something on the thing and it animates itself.
Yep, that's right.
Shared.
Yeah.
It was
Medium.
It was weird, but it was really cool. I want to see how much that expands. It was something different.
Well, they kind of gave up since Nintendo showed them how to make their own game. So they're like, yeah, we'll do something different.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be another Project Spark.
Well, we'll see. Either way, I'm just glad to see different things because
Right,
we've been.
that's the best
It's
thing
always
about
been
it.
rinse and repeat so much. Every time I see something different, I get excited. So, just keep giving us different things, please. What works, works. Keep that too, because we don't want to go too far left before we wonder what the hell we're playing. But Sony pleasantly surprised me. I actually expected, like Shadow said, we shared 450 times, and 1 million people bought this, and blah, blah,
Over
blah.
20 million consoles.
Yes, 20 million sold, and dude, I'm here to see games. Show me some goddamn games, and they actually did. So I like that. I'm not a big fan of get it on Sony PlayStation first, but do what you can. Good job, Sony. Good job. Shenmue, I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, that we'll save that for the later part.
So, I think everybody touched on basically everything about Sony's. I am intrigued about the whole No Man's Sky. I want to see more about that. What exactly is it?
I
It's,
was
it's apparently
hyped.
Star Fox.
I was hyped at first. And
I was
only got
intrigued
around-
first, yeah. Like the first time they showed it, I was like, "Oh, this could be cool." Then they showed it again, and it didn't show much more. And this is pretty much the third time they showed it in a big venue, and I haven't seen anything new. I haven't seen any...
Well, T, you could join either side of the battle. Remember that. You have options.
I'm hearing a lot of what's going on, but I'm not seeing it. That's my only problem with this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, this is the third time they're showing it, and it's like, what's the point of the game? Yeah,
By
everything's...
the way, I want to get a
seems
yarn
generated.
Yoshi. That's really cute. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody said. And the Bowser, the Bowser and the Donkey Kong thing, I ain't gonna lie to you. Those amigos looks cool. I don't play whatever, but technically you can use it on any Nintendo game.
Oh yeah, I
Sorry.
forgot about that. I might be getting Skylanders this year. Huh? That is really looking really tasty to me right now.
And if they're doing vehicles, you never know. You might get an R-Wing or a Landmaster in there.
I don't want to get too caught up in that stuff though. There's a lot of little pieces, and
Uh,
I don't want all that junk. I got enough
sing
junk
our
sitting around here.
amiibo woes.
Yeah.
So, any other final thoughts about Sony's conference?
Negative, positive, or both?
No, we're only doing positive. So,
Okay. Positive. I'm glad they mentioned Shenmue 3. I'm glad that happened. We'll talk about the other part, I guess, in another time. But I'm glad that it was mentioned. That's the only positive thing I can say about that part.
Positive, Sony's getting their self together somewhat.
Yeah. Sony didn't try. The other positive thing was they didn't try to show Morpheus on stage because they couldn't do it the way that Microsoft did. So I'm glad that they didn't even try. They're just like, we're gonna have kiosks, just come look and see, and we're doing it. So I was kind of glad they didn't try that. So that was very smart of them. That was very wise. So I kind of like that part.
By the way, when you were shutting off your camera, that was creepy seeing those black fingers moving towards the screen.
Oh yeah, I was cooking dinner at the time, so I didn't want to make anybody hungry.
I was eating pizza anyway when this cast started, but yeah.
Okay, so moving on. Now that we've talked about the big three, what surprised us out of E3 overall? What big surprises?
Can I, please?
Yes,
Please,
go
can I?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
can do it. Woo! Yeah. EA wasn't total crap. EA presented, was it Cuphead?
Oh yeah, Cuphead.
Cuphead was awesome, and also I liked Unraveled. Or was that on Microsoft?
That was Microsoft.
That's
Oh,
Microsoft.
okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll just throw Unraveled in there because I like that. That was different. I'll leave that alone.
Surprises, man, surprises.
Okay, Doom 4. I used to be a huge Doom fan long time ago.
Long time ago.
Back in 1995, I used to be sitting in the computer lab in the dark. It was scary. It was fun. Good times. No, I mean, Bethesda did a little something. I like that. I was not a huge fan of Fallout, but I'm not gonna lie to you, they caught my attention. On Just Cause, I think Just Cause, that's Square. That game is so chaotically crazy that it actually caught my attention. So I'm gonna have to look into the Just Cause series. It looked like hell of a fun. Yes, I said hell of a fun. I don't care. Square made a lot of beautiful promises. Hopefully they'll keep it, because if they do, I'm a huge RPG fan. You all know that. I'll be a very happy gamer. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, EA, I did not expect EA to have one of the games I really wanted to play. That was a surprise. Oh, Battlefront. That looked beautiful. I don't know how much of that is actually going to be real or not, but so far it looks great. I'm done.
You're done. Okay. Shadow, what surprises did you see out of E3?
Wow. Well, Jim Henson's Muppets was definitely surprising and endearing. That was interesting. Um, Xenoblade not being shown at all, like it was only on the floor. That was really weird. Um,
No, it was during the digital event.
Yeah, it was there.
yeah,
Yeah, they had a new trailer.
It's
A
like
couple
about
of
a
couple of seconds, if you will. The only other thing that what really surprised me definitely was both Last Guardian and Final Fantasy VII. That caught me way off guard. Even Gears 4, even though I knew they were kind of prepping for that, I didn't expect them to just like say, yeah, we've got another HD remake, and they're like, HD remake, hold a second, and then they just here's a full trailer of the game. Like I'm like, okay, so y'all been working on this for a hot minute apparently. So yeah, they should be that far along, but I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting them to even show their hand at this point. I thought they're just like, let's milk this HD collection one more time while we learn how to make this game. And that, I kind of figured that was going to happen again this year. But no, they came out guns a-blazing with that. I knew what to expect with Tomb Raider, but that was different. And I was actually kind of surprised by the asymmetric multiplayer in Halo also. I wasn't expecting that either. That was kind of different. So I still want to see how that's going to play more. Like I guess they're going to be called super big team battles now. I don't know what else you can call it, but when you got 24 players and there's CPUs in the middle too, like that's gotta be chaotic. But it sounds like a lot of fun also. So that kind of surprised me. Other than that though, just other than people being weird at E3 and doing weird things, there was nothing else that really surprised me. I think people kind of shunning Nintendo was kind of surprising in how frank they were about doing it, to the point where some public figures at respected press events literally like had nothing positive to say. So that was kind of odd, but other than that, and do we count Nintendo World Championships as part of the E3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those last two levels on Mario Maker, that was definitely it. That was definitely it. So yeah, that kind of did it. That kind of surprised me for the most part. HoloLens was kind of in how it was implemented. It was kind of surprising. I knew what to expect because they've been working on this tech for a long time even before Xbox One, but the way that they implemented it, and I was so surprised that they was able to get a camera to recreate that crap on the fly. Like that was awe to me. I was like, how? I can't even begin to think how that was possible live. I'll put it that way. I can't help but think that, hey, they maybe pre-recorded this and staged it together so we could see it all, or I don't know. It just seemed really complicated, and I don't know what they did to get that to work, but that was amazing. So yeah, that was it for me.
Cool. Mr. T, what surprised you of E3?
I'll just do one for each. For Microsoft, it was Rare Replay. We thought we'd get something from Rare. The rumor was it was going to be a return of an old IP. We kind of got a little bit of that, but it's just the fact that it was $30. I mean, that's crazy, and it's like I said, it's got new features in it, which is great. Sony, it would have to be Horizon. I didn't know anything about the game prior to it, so I didn't. It was the first time I heard anything about it or saw it. I don't know if it was a surprise for everybody, but seeing it, being surprised that I would like it as much as I did, that was a surprise. So there's that. And for Nintendo, it's probably the transformations in Star Fox, like going from Landmaster to that cool, I don't know, not hovercraft, but like, Star Wars looking. That's a really cool little thing. I hope there's a lot of that in the game, being able to do that. I'm pretty sure you can switch on the fly into the little raptor robot from your R-Wing. That wasn't really a surprise because I kind of wanted that to be the case, and it came true, so that was really cool. I guess it's a surprise that it actually happened. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, just a lot of the mechanics in Star, and getting a new console, Mario Tennis. I didn't see that coming. I don't think anybody did. And you know, and getting a new Animal Crossing game.
I don't want to talk about
We'll just leave it at that. But yeah,
Positive,
that's it for me.
positive surprise, my dude.
I didn't say anything. I just said we got a new Animal Crossing game.
I can't.
That's it.
No.
Jay, what surprised you out of E3?
Kingdom Hearts 3. The trailer that Square Enix showed, that was actually a pleasant surprise. I've actually been really looking forward to the game and glad somebody said something about it. From Sony, I'm actually looking forward to that Horizon Zero Dawn. I think that game's going to be awesome. Nintendo, actually, I'm looking forward to Fatal Frame. I'm not a big Fatal Frame fan, but that what they showed at the Treehouse for Fatal Frame, I'm actually looking forward to it. It looks like it's something that I could actually get into. As far as Microsoft is concerned, I'm actually looking forward to Halo 5. Like I said, Luke Cage versus Master Chief, that's going to be awesome, and HoloLens. So those are my surprises that I took from E3.
Oh, Jamie.
I think the biggest surprise for me was Final Fantasy VII, just because I knew about pretty much everything else that was I've been looking for, you know. So I mean, like the HoloLens stuff didn't surprise me because I had just been following it for a while since they first announced it. So that didn't come as a surprise. But I mean, the Final Fantasy VII stuff, we've been wanting that forever, and we finally got it. So I was excited for that.
And it wasn't the PC port like they did last year.
Oh god.
You gotta admit, that was one of the best trolling of fans ever.
Or the worst.
Well, yeah, depending on viewpoint, you're right.
Okay, so moving on. What we will be buying in the next year, now that we've seen E3 and what they hope to have out in the next 2015, 2016, 2017. What do we hope to be buying? We're going to start with Jamie.
Well, I think first and foremost, I mean, definitely planning to buy Star Fox, and what else? I'm planning to buy, since so much of the stuff was actually announced for like PC, I'm kind of planning to buy an Alienware Alpha. I might customize a little bit, but I want a PC, but I want like one I can stick under my TV and operate it like a console.
Mm-hmm.
So after doing a bit of research, I think I want to pick up one of those. So that's definitely on the list. And probably if that happens, Fallout 4 is going to be on the list, definitely. Things to buy. But Xenoblade's another one. Yarn Yoshi, definitely excited for those. But other than that, that's too much. But still, when I say other than that, that was still like $800 worth of stuff.
Yeah. You see, if you want to say Alienware, that would have knocked like $750 off the price.
Well, I mean, the cheapest Alienware Alpha is like $350.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get the cheapest one. You know that.
No,
Yeah, yes, like we know you, Jamie. Come on.
Awesome. Jay, what will you be buying?
Starting with
What won't you be buying? I guess that might be a shorter list.
basically, it's just gonna be Star Fox, Xenoblade. Might get Mario Maker. Let's see, Final Fantasy VII in 2017. Halo 5. Halo 5 Rare Play. Gears 4. Mass Effect 4. Recore when that comes back. When that comes out. Back to Street Fighter 5 and the new Hitman.
Is that it? I mean, is there anything else?
Oh yeah, and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, Jay, it's going to be 2017, so you're fine.
Yeah,
You could spread that out.
Actually doable. Most
Yeah,
of the
because it's so spread out.
Mr. T, what are you buying?
Pretty much every. That's probably a first for me on any console. Pretty much every Nintendo exclusive that's coming out this year. I think that's crazy, but they all interest me a lot. So there's that, and then on the, I guess on the Microsoft side, Rare Replay for sure. I think there's something else on Rare Replay. Halo, I'm gonna get Halo at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right away. Halo 5. I'm not as big a fan as a lot of people are, but I call myself a casual fan of Halo, so definitely gonna get that at some point. On the fence about what's the game? Battlefront. I have a active EA boycott, so I'm not gonna buy it new regardless. So. Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up getting a new PC, but I'm gonna get it I'm buying it because I want to do get into some 3D animation. That's one department in my field that I'm lacking in, so I think I'm gonna get into more of that. I actually have an itch to get into game design. Am I crazy at this point?
You are crazy, but it's cool.
I am. I'm a little crazy. I want to get the Unity engine and play with that because I have a book and that would make a really awesome video game, and I just got my copyright from the Library of Congress. Shout out to me. So I'm feeling really good about that. I'm gonna start shopping the thing, but yeah. So I'm gonna get a PC. I'm thinking I'm spending at least $200 to $2,500 on it for the stuff I wanted to do. So that's gonna be pretty decent purchase there. And consoles wise, I don't think I'm gonna get one until about summer next year, and it'll be a PS4 because the only thing that's left out there that I don't have. So hopefully there'll be enough on there by that point that'll make me feel better about getting it. I'm probably gonna get it anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really want to get into the games because there's a lot of games in there. So
Shadow, what are you buying?
That's kind of interesting territory at this point because it's kind of a lot of stuff was really iffy, and the way E3 works sometimes, a lot of this stuff you may not see again for 2, 3, 4 years. So it's kind of weird to really say, with the exception of maybe a couple of titles. I'm thinking probably definitely Tomb Raider at this point. Halo, obviously, and the inevitable Killer Instinct Season 3, even though Microsoft has refrained from talking about it at this point, other than it's going to be on PC as well. So I can't really think of anything that I've seen that's going to make me want to go purchase anything in 2016, 2017, because I don't know what's going to happen with those, particularly the new IPs we just saw. They look nice, but we all know on time would have to tell on those. So I'm thinking Star Fox at this point, depending on a couple of things, but I'll probably have to address those in a Shadowcast later. But I'm thinking possibly that, and maybe the new Mario and Luigi game, because that kind of looks kind of interesting with the Paper Mario mechanic. Other than that, I can't really say that there's not too much that I've seen that I like, other than the other surprise that I forgot to talk about, and that was Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably going to be a definite buy for me, and Street Fighter, but that's third party. I don't really want to talk about that kind of because it's like Street Fighter is. If you're a fighting game fan, you're gonna buy it. You say you don't want it, but then you're gonna buy it anyway. It's just one of those things. So, yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be about stuff that's against your bias or stuff that's with your bias because I already mentioned two of them: Killer Instinct and Street Fighter. Other than that, I think I'm pretty covered at this point because there were already other titles that weren't announced or shown at E3 that I was already heavily invested into. Like Xenoblade is a given. Like it's gotta happen.
Yeah.
So that was barely shown. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. It's a good list. Shep, what are you buying?
Alright, let me close my 3DS. Okay, here we go. How do I do an abridged version? Greatness does await, but I'm not going to wait that long, so PS4 in the fall.
PS4, PS Quad.
Yeah, Port Station 4, I'm getting that in September-ish. Xbox One as well. I'm getting the first thing I'm buying on Xbox is going to be Killing Instinct Season 1 and 2. I'm going to get Sunset Overdrive. I'm going to get Halo Master Chief Collection. I'm going to get, let's just say I'm going to get a lot of stuff. Leave it at that. PS4, same deal. Wii U, all the exclusives more or less. I'm going to pick up a few games on the 3DS. I'm too lazy to list up because, like these guys, I'll take forever, so I'm not doing that. But yeah, I'm getting everything before the end of the year. So, okay, that's it.
You're just getting everything? That's...
Well, not everything, but everything. Not everything, but everything. Just part of everything.
Part of everything, sort of, kind of everything.
Yeah, kind of part of it.
I am so confused right now.
If you understood, I would actually be worried about you. Damn, somebody's getting their splat on.
So I think
I need to
I'll probably be focusing on Mario Tennis for sure, and I want to get more games for my 3DS just because I don't have as many as I should. It sits there. And I don't know what else. Those are the couple. But knowing me, I'll probably just go buy everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then it just goes into the game vault to be played one day when I have the time to play it.
By the way, Vicky, thank you for being part of our group. I finally met somebody who has a worse backlog than me.
Don't judge me.
I thought it was me. I still got PS2 games on mine.
Oh yeah, no, I do too.
But the thing is, she has a lot of stuff still sealed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fantasy 12 still.
Well, 12 is actually better than people give it credit for.
Yeah, I played quite a bit of it prior to me buying it, but I have yet to open it.
Wow.
I showed it to you in the in the special edition case and everything. I just haven't touched it.
I understand why.
It's pretty. I won't deny that. Was it metal and all this other? I have the same thing, but I opened mine. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So I mean,
ADHD at large.
Download the backlog.
You gotta keep your backlog up. You don't want to be like up to date or anything like that. Please.
Hey, I just beat Dead Space 2 like last week.
Look on the bright side. When it's time for us to retire, whenever that will be, we'll have plenty to entertain ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Please. I still have to play like Myst 3 or Myst 4. I still. I'm not touching this conversation because I just put out the ribbon. How bad we are. I bought like the box and I'm like, I'm gonna play you one day. I'm gonna finish.
We can't even do it because Jamie's here. He's like the completionist. He destroys games. He'll beat like 5 games in a month.
I still have a big backlog though. Just stuff I haven't played in a while, or haven't played at all since I bought it.
That used to be me. Then I started looking at my catalog and I'm like, oh wow, I bought 3 games this month, and I only have time to play half of one. It's kind of yeah.
That's kind of what happened to me since I got the Wii U. Well, we all have jobs and lives and families and stuff, so we
Don't
don't.
you damage control the Wii U's weak library.
Okay. Anyways, point is, I don't have time to play half the crap I got. I don't.
I definitely agree with you on that.
I gotta sneak in middle of the night sessions. Wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, okay, I'm gonna play for an hour, hour and a half. Then go back to sleep.
Hashtag first world problems.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So many games.
Okay. Let's see. I think the final thing was everybody else, the other presenters at E3. What did you guys think about that? We'll start with Shep.
Like I said before, almost everybody had a great showing this year. I mean, I was surprised by what was revealed and the trailers and the gameplay. I mean, it wasn't the best, but a lot of developers, publishers, whatever, presented much better than I expected. Like I said, I actually saw an EA game that I want to buy. Well, several actually. For me, that's a miracle because I gave up on EA back with Need for Speed Most Wanted. That was my last. But they showed a bunch of stuff that I really liked. Honestly, I think the indies took it this year. The indies brought out a lot of great content this year, in my humble onions. Y'all need to check them out seriously. Like across the board on all the different consoles, the indies presented a lot of great content at reasonable prices. So y'all need to show the indies some more love, peoples. And I wasn't too impressed with Ubisoft, but they did show a little some. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them. But I'm kind of like T way towards EA. I'm kind of that way towards Ubisoft. So I probably won't pick up anything brand new from them. Unfortunately, with EA, the games I want are all indies, and I think I think there's no physical copy. So that means I have no choice but to buy it, either brand new, pretty much. Maybe I'll wait for a sale or something. No, I can't think of anything. I already said everything I had to earlier. So yeah.
Okay. Shadow, what did you think about the other presenters?
Dagon EA, yeah, they came through. Then you had what was it? The Far Cry. I guess it kind of pleased a couple of people. Me personally, I think it's more of the same. But between that and the whole what's the name? I'm trying to think of the name of the game now for some reason. The stealth action game. What's the name of that thing? That I have for Wii U. I have to look at it right now, but I'm too busy playing Splatoon. Deus Ex. I'm sorry. Yeah, Human Revolution. A lot of people were impressed by that game. Even the press at E3. So, and that was one of the big showers. Assassin's Creed, not really. Yeah, yet another one, but apparently a lot of people liked the different things going on in that one. Basically, being a female and having to use a lot more teamwork and things like that. But me personally, I'm thinking more Deus Ex more than anything else. Deus Ex and a lot of what EA showed. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Awesome. Mr. T. Are you there, Mr. T? Come back. No.
Single player mode.
Yo.
You hear me, folks?
What did you think about the other presenters at E3?
I didn't really watch. I mean, I saw Ubisoft's. They had Usher. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Some dude, but that was kind of cheesy. I mean, Square Enix I didn't see, so I missed Deus Ex. But I'm all in on Deus Ex, so that's good. To hear that the game was well received as far as people playing with it and stuff. Bethesda. I'm not into what is it? The four. What's that stuff? Fallout. I'm not into that series, so that didn't do anything for me. We get a new Doom, but for me, it's a wait and see because I wasn't really moved by what I saw. It felt like a prettier version of 3, and I wasn't a huge fan of Doom 3. So, yeah, I'm trying to think who else I saw. Did I watch EA's? I don't think I watched EA's. Yeah, I did watch EA's. It was solid. I'm an EA and Ubisoft hater, so I'm expecting them to fall on their faces, and they didn't really. Although I think the Division is going to be different than what people were expecting, which I think is good, but I'm sure they won't. So, yeah. Overall, everybody had a pretty solid showing, except somebody, but yeah.
You know what?
Good stuff.
Jay.
Actually, I think overall, like all of them did good. I did catch bits and pieces of the EA one, and I like what Square Enix did with theirs, with the Deus Ex and Kingdom Hearts. I'm not the biggest Deus Ex fan, but I have to admit that one actually looks pretty decent. Ubisoft, the Division, it looks alright. At first I was hyped for it, but now I feel like they've drugged that game out a little bit too long for me. But I'm in wait and see mode on that. But overall, I think they all did a pretty good job, especially compared to what came before last year. So I think they were all pretty good.
Cool. Jamie?
I think overall, well, I mean, yeah, I agree with everybody that everyone had their positives and negatives, and they were all good. But I think Bethesda was a bit of a standout because, Fallout 4, and then if you get the Collector's Edition, you get your own Pip-Boy.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the series, but the Pip-Boy was an interesting little collectible.
Exactly. So I think they did a good job there.
I wanted to say about Bethesda, I'm glad you brought that up. I thought it was kind of hilarious that they kind of took a dig at the second screen, games or whatever gameplay, and then they offered you a second screen experience. And like people were clapping and cheering. I thought that was kind of awkwardly funny. So
people are so gullible. Sheeple, I tell you, sheeple. Oh! Sorry.
It's okay. So, for me, I don't think, did they actually show anything about Rock Band 4? I got press releases about it.
The press was talking
the Transformers game. Sorry.
Yeah, they were talking about it a lot with the well, I think it was more the Guitar Hero one because they had the live action whatever stuff. And Rock Band was more basically the same toys.
Well, I'm excited for Rock Band 4. I always have massive parties with friends and family.
Wait, hold on. You play with physical, like real people?
Yeah,
I didn't know people did that nowadays.
Yeah, I'm actually known for my game nights, and everybody comes over and we play various video games.
Oh, I might have to come through. You make Trini food?
No.
I'll make it and bring it myself then. That's fine.
Yeah, well, we always have a theme. There's food theme and alcohol theme, so.
Leave it up to the chef to say
those themes.
Off the wall stuff. You're like, does anybody know anything about Guitar Hero? And he's like, oh yeah, Transformers. What?
Because I just remembered. It was like I forgot about that game.
Oh man, ADD like a mug.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually finally have
I don't want to take the medication, damn it.
So we finally have a question from TriLink, who is hailing from the UK. He says, do you guys think Nintendo should do a direct soonish? either in July or August to combat the negativity surrounding their digital event and quell some fears about the Wii U's future.
Honestly, I think they will have to, considering how things went down.
Yeah, at this point, it's almost a certainty.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say they have to, but man, it would go a long way. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they always are doing direct, so it's not like
right. It wouldn't be anything new if they did one.
Yeah, they'll just be doing what they're planned already to do.
Yep.
You need a reassurance direct.
Just push it forward a little bit, because it's scheduled anyways, regardless of what happened. They're just gonna push it forward like in a couple of weeks. Maybe add a little extra content.
This year is still stellar as hell.
Oh yeah.
To me, it still has the best exclusives
content
this year.
They just didn't present it well initially.
Right. But overall, I mean, E3 was good. It was enjoyable.
Microsoft, EA, and Sony definitely surprised me this year. They all did great. Well, better than I expected them to, I should say. Who's publishing that Transformer game anyways? I know Platinum's working on it.
It's
Activision. Isn't it
Yeah,
Activision?
probably
Activision? Oh, okay. That was cool.
No, I'm just fine.
I was just glad to see they used the old skins too. That gave me the little warm and fuzzy.
Have you seen it in action?
Yes, I have.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that's Platinum for you. And didn't they have destructible environments too?
What's that?
Didn't they have destructible environments? I saw like one of the robots got thrown through a building or some craziness like that.
Oh, don't tell me that. That's I didn't see that, but dang.
Somebody got tossed and like they took off a chunk of the side of a building. I was like, oh shit.
Oh my god, that looked
Okay, so we have another question from King Grimpachi.
Oh, King Grimpachi,
Grimpachi.
yeah, he's a cool dude.
With NEX Remix on 3DS, do you think Mario Maker will make its way to the 3DS as well?
That's a huge game.
New
honestly.
3DS maybe. It seems like there's a lot.
There's a lot of content there. I don't know if they can trim it down enough to really fit in the 3DS.
Yeah, like initially from what we saw before, I would say yes, but now I'm thinking.
Nah, they added a whole
stuff going on in that game. I guess it's possible. I mean, they're putting Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, but it's taken a what do you call it? A hit basically. So unless they did that and took out some stuff, I don't know if it would fit. That's just a guess. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? But we shall see. All right. So final thoughts on E3. Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, it came and it's gone.
Yeah. Besides certain Corona binges, we had a relatively good E3. We had our little sad moments, but there was a lot of good moments too. And I'm looking forward to what actually comes out.
True. Very true.
Because honestly, E3 is a hype show. Let's see how much of that hype actually is real.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, everybody, it has been fun. Let's do our sign-offs, starting with the right. Shep.
It's Good Shepherd. I'm actually still doing the Platinum giveaway. I foolishly got sidetracked. I still have the Bayonetta 2 and Wonderful 101 still sealed, ready to go. So I just got to figure out how I'm going to present that. Maybe I'll just do a giveaway on our main channel. Other than that, that's it. Y'all have fun. Enjoy your games. Now shut up and play.
Oh, gosh. Shadow, sign off.
Well, it's Road Ninja K9 Descent. I will be doing a second part of my most recent Shadowcast to alleviate some issues that people were having, I guess, personally. And if they don't deal with it, they will, and it'll come soon. And as I always say, do you play games to have fun or to impress other people?
Awesome. Mr. T.
Yeah, as always, great cast. New stuff coming for gamers at large and Mr. T as well. I'm working on a new intro with some Star Fox love in it, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm also doing a new segment called Red versus Black. Should be pretty funny, so look out for that. And as always, keep calm and play Nintendo fools.
Jay.
Well, have fun tonight. It was a good podcast. Be on the lookout. We do have a Fresh Take episode coming on Saturday. It's going to be our first Q&A. We're going to try to have a guest on that show. So be on the lookout for that Saturday at 8 o'clock Standard Time. So other than that, I don't really think I have anything else in the works. I am working on some stuff gameplay-wise. I am going to be getting Arkham Knight tomorrow, so I will be doing the first 15 minutes of gameplay for that. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably have that up Wednesday. So
Awesome. Did you buy the very expensive?
No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
No. Okay. Jamie.
Well, guys, that's been fun. Be sure to check out my channel, Butterworthy. Actually put up a new video today, which isn't nearly as positive as the podcast was. But it's a video, so yeah.
And,
Sorry.
yeah, I am Vicky from Fangirl Review. Definitely always check out the website, fangirlreview.com. From time to time, there actually is stuff that shows up on the YouTube, not as often as I would like, but I put stuff up there, so definitely check that out. And make sure you check out our midweek cast, usually on Wednesdays about 8, Sundays as usual, unless holidays or something else comes up. We are usually at 8 as well. All right, everybody, good night.
Night.
Good night.
Peace, peoples.
What are we, the Waltons?